Nah, man, it's about time. I've been waiting to come, man. Man, I'm so pissed at Anderson Silva right now. I still don't understand and I reacted. Man, listen, man, look. It is a good investment for me because he's actually a pilot. So they tell you the maintenance on the jet is what really costs a lot, but he just maintains all of that. Make sure we don't get taken advantage of for all them parts and stuff like that. So we signing a lot of individuals and out there looking. So studio with Future last night, but didn't get a chance to get out. And I just feel like I've had artists from all over the place, but I just feel like it's that time. I feel like it's that time again. Like I hear the energy. I just know how hungry everybody in New York that I like, man, like old and new. I'm listening to a little bit of everything. Like I know Los is not from New York, but Los is Bad Boy artist. That's one of the dudes that I'm currently listening to. I just feel like his rapping skills are. But you know, I'm getting these streets. We're gonna get out in the club, and I hear on the internet that Shawnna is signed to T-Pain, and I have not talked to Shawnna since. Man, that's a good ass question. Charlamagne, I'll be honest with you. Like 5 movies over the past 3 years. So, you know, after the 10-year anniversary, it was time to give people a little bit of a break, Ludacris, in terms of the music scene. So I shot some movies and now we back to the music and the grind right now. Not as of right now, but I definitely would. I wouldn't say I'm cold at all, man. I don't feel like what's more relevant than having a movie that's... I'll be completely honest with you, man. I think it's because, okay, the name is like, I like to have fun. I get kind of comical every now and then, and I think that sometimes certain people don't take me serious. And that's I would have to answer the question like that. Just some people don't take me serious sometimes. Man, Bound. I'm gonna wake their ass. I'm gonna wake their up. So it's all good. We ain't got nothing but time. And with the music that's on the way, they will understand that. I still love the record. See, I was shooting. So basically, I'm just planting seeds. I'm throwing music out for ladies. I'm throwing music out for strip clubs when I knew that I could not be here in the United States promoting it the way I would do it. Yeah. So basically, I'm just planting seeds. I'm throwing music out for ladies. I'm throwing music out for strip clubs when I knew that I could not be here in the United States promoting it the way I would do it. So we in an era where you can throw music out for your fan base or specific fan bases. I love the record, and I feel like it did what it had to do. That's why we put out the Rest of My Life joint, because we got inspired, and that actually ended up on the movie soundtrack. And that's the one with Usher, because EDM is popular over there in Europe, and that's why we did that. But in terms of experimentation, I think every artist experiments on their albums. It's just the amount of experimentation, and then you just keeping it true to your roots. So me, I'm keeping it true to my roots, but I feel like everything needs to be evolution. It needs to be a progression. So that's what I'll continue to do. And at the end of the day, I'm inspired, like you said, by the new music that's coming out. I'm inspired by the new artists, like I just talked about. And I think it's just only time will tell, but I'll continue. I'm definitely not losing I feel like I'm extremely proud of him. I'm extremely happy. He works he deserves everything that he gets, man. 1.21 gigawatts mix, you know what I'm saying? But we still work together in different capacities, you know what I'm saying, at all times. And I'm still a profit partner. When you off time, you still have to have all the different businesses, and just a multifaceted Negro is what I always tell people. So at the end of the day, this is a business. So Chicken and Beer, they have to do all the phases at different concourses. We'll be in concourse, gotta have two restaurants at the same time. Very big responsibility, so he's gonna take it one at a time. I got my hands full. You can't lose in the airport. I'm just proud of how it continues to be individuals that's hungry and create a new lane and some new music for themselves. We moved on. Me and T.I. are cool, man. Never been engaged in my entire life. No pressure whatsoever. No pressure from the outside world. I'll be if anybody tell me what I'm gonna do in my relationship. She has a website called karmasworld.com. So ever since she was young, she would be in the studio with me and wanting to do what daddy does. And at one point, she got in there and actually said something and was on beat. And I was just surprised. And I told her if she wanted to rap, she has to rap about what. I will support that. The first time it happened, somebody tried to sue me and Kanye for Stand Up. These dudes out of Jersey, and I'm sure they're gonna hear this. They made a song called Straight Like That, trying to say me and Kanye stole their song just because we said just like that. It's the new hustle, bro, trust me. I'm sure they did too. Accurate Legend has over 244,000 miles on it. When I was on the grind having to drive to Savannah and drive to different parts of Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, this is exactly the car that I was in. And it always just keeps me humble. It keeps me grounded. I did used to run the board. I wouldn't even know how to love that good right now. Not at all. Do I miss radio? No, because when I'm on this side of the table, I feel like I'm still back at it. Let's say somewhere in about 10,000. So I think it takes time, man. I feel like it takes a while to really get to know somebody. You might have that idea in your mind that this might be, but I feel like we still going through it. Yep. It will be a furious. Pretty much reinvigorated the entire bag. It might be even more than that. You got to understand, like I said, it's going towards 700 million, and they're going to keep going until they do it. John Singleton is the one who called me in to actually do that. And he got me with somebody just to understand the same thing when I did Crash with Lorenz. It's really just about sitting down with the director, understanding the character, but I've never had to do that. Perfectionist, I feel like I can always get better at whatever I do. I've never had to take them. I could only drive that for about a week in Atlanta before I had to change the paint on that. And then from Fast 5, it was one of the cars that was in the Rock convoy, you know, all the gray Yukons. I bought one of those. Now, when we did 6, that was in London, and all cars, the steering wheels were on I didn't want to come home and just crash into anybody, so I didn't buy any cars. Tripping, man. Now, I turned 30 years old. I told myself I wasn't going to wear cornrows after 30. That's me, period. Some current, some old. We looking at some big surprise.